RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the lone running back. Spins away from the defender. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention. And picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback...
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll give it to Johnson. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he's gonna... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. At the 35, he's open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to...
Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Bearcats heading quickly to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Off play action on first down. Going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a... Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Trying play action. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And the Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return. Looking downfield on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Grant.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, in that situation...
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
Got it in the middle. It's Graham. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hauls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The handoff to Johnson. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Fourth down coming up.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grab behind the line. It's Simmons. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end. And he runs it in. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown! They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Quick handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced him to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football, and they create a negative play.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He wants it all. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here of the 1st drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this 1st.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
3rd down coming up.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of...
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's...
Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like...
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you work.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Into the end zone he goes. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Puts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man, makes the grab. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Power football with the run. There he goes. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take.
We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick release by the QB. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Tackle is made at the 37. And that's good enough for a 1st.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a... Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little...
Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens. And somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
There were a lot of
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. snap in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Number 3. Catch and score.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now they'll try the right side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in at Simmons. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Trying play action. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a...
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the... Now this offense is back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and he tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Gonna swing it on second down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their...
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air on second down. Right on the money. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Fires left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He lets it fly. He's got it on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the 1st down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got...
He'll do it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the front.
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to...
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to adjust the pattern. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the... They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Simmons. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. right down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his vert.
There he goes. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Bearcats will try to move the chains on fourth down. Fires into the end zone, and he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and nice job by the defender. Zone coverage, I read the quarterback's eyes. I could tell exactly where he's throwing the football, break on the football, see the in-breaking route by the receiver, break on it, go get a hand on it, force the incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense?
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots?
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense...
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here for... To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll give it to Johnson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grover. Breaks into the open. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the court.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the...
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2.
Ready to fire from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snags it over the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit?
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Gets rid of it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the quick grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in
Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Zips it out to his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this.
The Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll start this drive firing. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things.